What's up, Boob2? Josh here today, and we are finally getting back into working on the Miata. So it's been a little over a year since I've done a Miata video, and that's mainly because I've been working on the truck, and since the truck is almost done, I figured I'd get started back working on the everything holder. So all this needs is the wiring harness, which I should be getting this coming week. And since I'm going to get that this coming week, I figured I might as well start working on this again. So today we're going to work on prepping the irons for the peripheral port motor. I've already cleaned them up and I've stuffed aluminum foil into the ports. That way it doesn't take, the whole thing of DevCon to fill the ports up. It'll probably still take a significant amount, but all I need to do is block off the ports themselves, not, the inside. And technically, I think you could build a plate that goes over the actual intake runners, and it would work. But I don't know airflow-wise, how that will affect the rotor coming around, since there will still be a pocket of air that it can push-pull on as it's coming by. Shouldn't affect performance too much, but might as well do it the way that everybody else has been doing it, because it's been tested and proven that that is a good way to do it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go mix up some DevCon and get that stuff flowing. Here we go. Alright, so here is the table for how to mix up the steel putty. We're using plastic steel putty A, which calls for 9-to-1 if you mix it by weight, or 2.5-to-1 if you mix it by volume. So yeah, so you need to make sure that depending on how you're mixing it, that you mix it according to the right ratio. I'm mixing my volume because I'm mixing by cup, so I will stick 2.5 ounces of the putty in there and 1 ounce of the hardener, and see how far that gets me. Hopefully I can get most of the plates done with that amount. If not, then I will mix up some more. So go ahead and get started on that, and yeah, let's see how far I can get with the amount that I'll make. Here we go. Alright, so I got them all spread, and if you run something flat across the top of it, it's not going to knock anything off. So I had enough to do the other side, but I don't have a way of keeping this from running out if I flip this over to do the other side. So I'm going to let that dry and mix up a real small batch and do the other side. But so this stuff supposed to take 24 hours if it's above like 72 degrees and the humidity is below a certain percent. So I'm not going to do anything with this stuff for probably close to 36 to 48 hours, since I'm in my basement and it's like 65 down here, and the humidity is not controlled, so it's a pretty high humidity. But yeah, so now that that is done, I guess let's walk over here and take a look at the Miata. So the last time I did anything on this, I think I was cutting out the subframe on this bad boy to make it easier to fit the rotary in there. Well, that path I'm not going to take anymore. So I'm not going to use the stock. Well, I still might use the stock subframe, but I'm not exactly planning on it. So you can see in there where I had started cutting stuff out, and I actually had started making a video for it, but then I realized that the amount of cutting that I was going to have to do on this subframe to get it to fit, I didn't trust the subframe to survive in racing stresses, whereas like street driving, a lot of people just modify the current Miata subframe, and it's fine. It'd probably be fine for street driving because you're not doing, you're not putting a whole lot of torsional or side load stress on it. But since I'm doing that, I really don't want to deal with it possibly breaking and so on and so forth. So I've got something on the way that I'm going to give a try and go from there. I'm also planning on cutting most of the firewall area out. That way it's, I hope y'all can see in here. I hope this isn't blocking this light. So there. If you couldn't see before, now you can. I'm going to cut the firewall out and weld that up a different way so that it works well. So I haven't decided if I'm gonna build the cage for this thing yet or not. I gotta find a fender and a door to fix that, which shouldn't be too bad with the amount of Miatas that are around here in this part of the country. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for today. Pretty short video. I'm not sure if I will upload this one today or next Saturday, since I've already uploaded one for today. Probably be next Saturday. So if you're seeing this, it's a week later, and I've probably done quite a bit more to this and got the truck running. So, I guess next on the docket is to see where the motor sits if I use the PPF and bolt up the Miata trans to it and convert it to use the RX-7 bell housing. That'll be later on this week, hopefully. So yeah, until next time, guys, happy wrapping.